It's the time of day for fishing. Tackle packed, I'm on my way. Driving down these country roads with the sunset's golden ray. Destination's yet a mystery, but my heart's where the water flows. Hoping for a smashing mark where the school of silver glows. Will it be a sorry blank or fishes by the cast? Chucking out a 5-ounce lid, smooth hound big and fast. The evening breeze is calling with the tales that will begin. For cod bites, fishing adventures, it's time to reel one in.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Cod Bites Fishing Adventures. It is Wednesday the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, and it's 4:16 in the afternoon. Just turned up at Kilnsea, near perfect conditions. There's 3 anglers on the beach. Lovely sea conditions. Look at those fellas. I've just seen a fish coming in the last 20 seconds. I think it was a white, and I couldn't swear on it because it's quite far away, but definitely a fish, a big cheering and all that. Whether it's the first one of the day, I don't know. Whether I get one or not is another matter, fellas. I'm on my trusty Sonic Black Sports. I'm on my Surf Blaster 8000, 80-pound braid straight through. I'm on a 2-up pattern Oster with long traces. I'm on a 6-ounce weight lead, whatever you want to call it, and I'm on my Archon tripod. And I brought my freshwater fishing chair because I'm only fishing about 20 metres from the cliff. And by the time this tide comes in, because it's a 7 metre, I'll be on it. There's only 2 hours and 32 minutes to high tide, and I'm hoping to get a few fish. So let's hope that we'll get some. Yeah, the videos have been few and far between because obviously I've had a lot of problems with my knee and stuff, and you know, combined with other problems, it's just been bloody hard to get out. But I've managed to get back out. I've come to Kilnsea because obvious reasons I can get on the beach pretty easily, and it's sand. There's been a few fish come out on the river, but only a few. Whether we get the spring run or not, I don't know. Bloody tide's coming in quick here, and I'm on a sandbank here, so basically I want to get off it in a minute, because if that comes over the top, it's going to engulf me. I'm going to walk through ankle deep water. So, but yeah, there's 3 dads up there fishing. I've just seen one come in, so I know there is fish about. But at the end of the day, we're out, aren't we? And you know, we're having a go. That's the main thing. And if there's fish there, we'll find them hopefully. I'm going to move you back a little bit. So I'm going to have to move my chair back a little bit because I've got a feeling that water's going to come over the top in a minute and get me. So I'm coming back. Just past this little delve here and onto the hard stuff. It's a bit safer there. If it does come down there, I'm on sort of an hill, I can save myself. But hopefully I will get a fish, you know. You can do all but hope, can't you, that you get one. I say it's only a 2.5 hour session, so I ain't going to stay here all night. It would be nice to get one, like. Just going to move this back a little bit. Hopefully we'll get a fish, fellas. You know, you can but hope, can't you? It's all looking good. Got a bit of sand in my bloody shoe because when I walked off of that sandbar, it went in my shoe. But I'm comfy, that's the main thing. And we're on the fish. There's going to be a bite there, you're going to see it, that is a fact. Fill that up a little bit. It's all looking good. Could be one of my subs coming here that's seen me before. Come to tell me about all the fish he's got. Who just pulled the fish in? Super, it's nice to meet you finally. I've seen a few of your videos, like.
Yeah, I thought you were Shane at first.
Nah, I think Shane's at work, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I just popped for the last 2.5, 3 hours, see if there's any fish about.
There is, I've just had a bass out.
Looks ideal, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bass about, I don't know, about 38 centimetres.
Only brought one rod because I had a feeling there'd be a lot of weed.
Yeah.
But it's all good though.
Good. Right, if we could do out, we'll get back to you. See you a bit.
Hopefully we'll get a bag full, won't we, in an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh yeah. Hopefully.
Conditions are great, man.
It's been like this all day. We come at 11:30 and we're right down.
Popped the other night, but there was a lot of weed. A lot of weed, so I didn't even film out.
Yeah.
But so you had no weed or anything then?
A little bit of weed about last half an hour. That Mayrot stuff. That
Oh yeah, worried about that. If it gets to a van, I'll just cut my line, slide it off and retie. It's easy.
It just pops off. I just get it and just ping it. Just ping line up down. It comes off.
Last time I was here, I had a few bites like, but I never really struck into out.
Yeah. Oh, last time we come, I was fucking gutted. I got a big fat broccoli in the first 2 minutes, and for 7 hours I never got nothing.
It's usually the case.
Thorny bollocks there. He got three bass out, a 40, a 38 and a 36, and Pat, nearest one to us, he got one out as well. Everybody got bass but me.
The worst thing is when you've been fishing 4 hours, not had a bite, and your mate turns up, first cast and gets a nice fish.
Yeah.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Well, we got some ragworm, and I put a 3-hook flatty rig on, 1 hooks, and I put a ragworm on each, slid it right up, moved all my beads up, slid it right up. He says, have you got the big enough baits on that? I says, I'll let you know in a minute. I casted it out, and literally 5 minutes and it was banging like hell.
Sometimes you're lucky and just fall on them, aren't you, really?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to pattern with big baits just to see if there's any cod out there first. I'm only using black and squid at the moment, but I brought some mussel on that lake.
Jimmy, isn't it?
Yeah, Jimmy cod bites.
Yeah. Oh, I know you cod bites. You can see there. I watch your videos like that.
Yeah, man, he's been gone 3 months. That lake's back, I can hardly walk on it, so
yeah.
I'm just trying to wean myself back in it. You know, it's easy to get down here, isn't it? So
They want me to have my knee done, but I said not yet. No, I've got to retire first.
it's not good. I'm waiting for a spine operation, but
Christ,
I don't really want to do it. I've turned it down twice, so
yeah.
it's one of them things where you don't know whether you're going to be able to walk after you've had it done, so I don't do it. Unless I'm desperate to have it done, like.
Well, I'm not desperate to have mine done. It hurts, like when I walk on it. But,
Oh yeah, man's still hurting me, but I mean it's
40
walkable.
40 years of jumping on and off.
I brought the comfy chair today because can't beat it when your car's on there, can you, really? Well, it's just there, you don't have to worry about it, do you?
That's it, yeah. If I go any further, I've got my big set of wheels with beach tyres on.
This is what I'm going to try and do now, just bring a bag, my chair. Don't weigh now.
That's all you need, yeah.
Saves carrying your box, really, for, you know, it's pointless, isn't it? Just as light as you can get.
Put a couple of weights in your pocket.
I've only bought 3, like, because I've only got 1 rod, so very rarely lose any gear here anyway, so.
Oh, that's it. The rocks are...
Yeah, there's a couple there, and there's about, just in line with that pole there, there's 2 down there.
Just here somewhere.
Yeah, you can see the tops breaking off them. Yeah, I just keep between them. I'm used to fishing this bit, so it's, you know, I know I'm not going to lose any gear.
Between that big one and the small one, about 50 yards straight right of it. I'm in that gap.
Is that the first bite you've had then, or you had a few bites like?
Yeah, first bite all day. Nobody's had one.
Oh, I just had a bite there, unless that just caught my line. Maybe that wind might have just... Sometimes they just come on for an hour, don't they?
Yeah. I'm hoping they're coming on now till I die.
Your name's Ian, in it? Is it Ian?
Ian, yeah. Ian sea fishing. Yeah.
Been a terrible bloody winter though, hasn't it, really?
It's been crap, man.
But it's been, you know, we've been weathered off most of it, really.
You had a knock there.
Yeah, I say I've had a couple of knocks on that. One of them was a decent pull, like, so I'm hoping I've got 2 with flapper on, so... well, part and the flapper.
Like hell. Glyn says, did you see me touch your line and pull it? I says, no. I said, I'm watching it end at rod and it's banging. He says, yeah, that were me at first, and then all of a sudden it just took off and it started banging.
That's why I brought that black spot, because it's real good in these, you know, conditions.
Yeah.
It don't move.
Yeah.
So I know when he moves, you've got to bite, like. I like the Machios rods, but they're real weak on the tip, aren't they?
Have a good one. Bag up.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
And yeah.
Ah, but that is still going up whether there's a fish in it or not. I don't really care.
If you're still here
That's
when we
fishing,
come
innit?
off- Yeah, if you're still here when we come off, I'll come and see you again.
Well, I'll be going about maybe 7:15, something like that.
Yeah, we're staying till about half
Very rare
seven,
you catch out going out here anyway, so.
Yeah.
It flattens off after about 50 metres, and it's just
We'll give
you're in a
it,
foot of water, right?
We'll give it till about an hour after high tide, which is 6:30.
Yeah, they said 5:30 on the thing, but they've got to put the clocks forward, haven't they?
It's 6:30 high tide. Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we'll get a couple like each.
Right, Mucker, I'll see you in a bit.
All the best, buddy.
On you, see you in a bit.
First time I've met him, he's just had a fish, I do believe. But just shows you, doesn't it? I mean, they've been fishing a while, just got a nice fish that turns up on the boat. That's all I can say. Jimmy the luck machine. But no, it'd be nice to get a fish, like, it doesn't matter what it is, I'm not bothered. I've come out, I've got a bit of fresh air. Looks like we've not got no rain till this evening, and I'll gone by then. I have got a nice pot of coffee waiting for me at the van, but I'm just a bit too far away for it, to tell you the truth, to get it. So it's not good really. It's just coming over that crown bit now, look, as you can see. Once it starts rolling down there, that little channel will fill up. As you can see, it's creeping there, look. Keep an eye on that, see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a bite. Look, where's the fish? Yabba dabba doo. Yeah, it's always good to meet new subscribers. Well, he's not a new subscriber, he's got his own channel. I obviously subscribe to him and I watch his channel, and it's all good content. All these fishing channels are good content, you know what I mean? There's some little up-and-coming channels that you all want to be following, really. You know, the more the merrier, in my opinion. You know, it gets people interested in sea fishing, doesn't it, and watching the videos. So, you know, that's what you want, really. Obviously, we all come out to catch fish, but I mean, you know, there's a lot more to it than just catching fish, isn't there? You know, I've had some great conversations on beaches with people, and even I've never met before. You know, you can have some right good conversation, people walking by and that, and you get all the stories what they tell you and stuff like that. You know, the one that got away, it's always a good one, isn't it? The 6-inch flatty that turned into 3 foot long. You know, by the time they told the same story 46 times, like. But it's all good, isn't it? You know, it's all part of fishing and the camaraderie and the chit chat, like. It'd be nice to get a fishy, because it'd just be great if I got one. You know, early on. Always gives you something to, you know, look forward to when you get a fish. Once you know they're there, like, and you had one on the end of your rod. Here he is, first of all. Here we go. We're in. It's all filling up really quickly. Look, that's why you got to be careful when you well out and you stood on sandbars and stuff, because it can soon fill up behind you. You know, I mean, look how deep that is now. If I'd have been stood on that little bar, I'd have had to walk through that. It's what you've got to be careful of when you're on these beaches. You know, a few minutes like. I have to go get me drink in a minute, because I could do with one. Coming in rapidly now. I'm filming a lot of this real time, fella, so what you're seeing is what's actually happening. You're not doing a lot of cuts today, maybe 2 or 3 cuts max, you know, in the 2.5 hours or so. You know, I'll try and get the best bit of footage, but you know, there might not be any footage decent, like, but at least we're out, aren't we? You know, got a bit of thing coming, like. But I'm going to move back for now. I'm going to set my camp up further back, so I'll be back on when I've got it all back. Right, fellas, we're back. Move back a little bit. I've put changed my bait. I've now gone from black lug and squid to squid and razorfish. Let's see how that gets on. I've got some mussel as well. I might try mussel as well, just to, you know, see if anything's getting nibbles. That last one that I brought in was quite a bit of the old red weed on, but it come off pretty easily. It wasn't that stuff that glues to your line, so you know, it was off within 10-15 seconds, like, even though it was a big ball of it. So you know, I thought you had a fish actually when I was pulling it in, because it weighed a bloody little weight, like, but you know, I had a feeling it might be weed. But I left that first one out half an hour just to see how much it'd collect. You know, it'd be nice if I do get a fish. I've got lovely coffee, by the way. Our lassie's just made me a lovely coffee. So I've just been back to the van and got it, like. Look at this, look. Look at that on a beach. It's ridiculous. Freshly made coffee out of a kettle. That's what we like to hear. This is the luxury side of fishing, when you can sit in your freshwater chair, reclining, and just lay on the beach. You know, in quite nice weather, because it's about 60 degrees. There's very little wind. It's probably about 5 knots, if that. It's not even a breeze, really. You know, it's perfect conditions. I mean, the sea looks lovely. You know, if there's fish there, hopefully the one of them will find my hook leg. I've got 2 out there. I'm using 3.0 Sakuma mantas. There's plenty of hooks showing. I haven't put big baits on this time. I've gone like medium. So, you know, they're not big chunky baits. I'm after anything, really. I don't want to, you know, deter the little fish from having a nibble, like. So, you know, even if it's a rockling, I'll be happy. It's not a blank, that's the main thing. But it's all looking good. I'm just trying to wean myself back into it, because, as I say, I've been having problems with, you know, health-wise, like, especially my leg. You know, I've got my back to contend with, so it's, you know, it's a combination of issues now. I've got my asthma under control. I seem to be okay with that now. I've got a different type of med and it's working, so you know, I don't get out of breath as much as I was. You know, I've sort of improved things and then other things have come along, but you know, I'm trying to wean myself back out. You know, eventually in the next few weeks or so, you know, I'll venture to Easington and I might even go to Runnels. And if I, well, I probably won't get down, but don't forget I've got an electric bike, so I can just like, I can zoom to Runnels cliff edge like and fish off the top. I'll just wait for a decent tide type of thing. And then of course I'll try Spain Point sometime during the summer season. And then we've got a bit of fresh water to do as well. You know, because I've got into my little roach and rudd and stuff like that now, and you know, perch and stuff, so you know, it's nice to catch different fish like. Because fresh water's completely different to you know, this type of fishing like. But it's all, you know, all has its little enjoyment segments like. We have got a bit of rain forecast around the 7 o'clock mark. But, I mean, I should have gone by then, or just about going, one of the two. I reckon another 30 minutes on the beach and it'll be another 30 minutes on the beach and it will be cliff time. It'll definitely be cliff time because I'm only 10 metres from it now. It's now 4:56. Our tide's in 1 hour and 34 minutes. Well, fellas, very nice and quiet watching that rod. I was trying to post a message on Facebook, but I just realised you don't get no bloody signal on here. So, you know, that was a bit of a waste of time. That's why I was a bit quiet. Whether I've missed a bite or not is another matter. I wasn't looking at my bloody rod. Tide's coming in pretty fast now though. I think it's 7 metre tonight, so it will get to the edge of the cliff like. Well, what cliff there is, it seems to be a bit more sandier this time. There's only about 14 inches to get down now. You can walk straight on the beach virtually again. I mean, I was only here, I think about 3 weeks ago, and it was bloody 4 or 5 foot drop. Now it's about 14 inches. It's amazing how much it's changing every time I come now. You know, it won't be long now before it'll be level with the car park again. You know, most of the stones have been buried. As you can see, if you look that way, look. You look that way there. All them rocks was all out, and there's a road bit there that used to be there. It's fell in. But I mean, all these rocks have been buried now, look. There's just a few rocks, the rest of it's just flat beach. All the way around it's just flat. It's just, as you can see, it's all flat. So, it's unreal, man. Nothing much happening at the moment, like on that rod wise. I've got my rod pretty high because there's no wind. Because I'm reclining in this lovely chair, you know, I'm on a nice angle to see the top of it. I don't have to look up. It's just natural angle on my eye line. I'm not sure whether you can actually zoom in on these cameras, you know, I've never tried it. No, you can't. Well, you probably could if I went into the settings and stuff, but, you know, I don't want to make it more complicated than it already is. If I wanted to zoom in anyway, I could do that in the editing, so, you know. Absolutely gorgeous conditions though. All I'm lacking is a fish, but you just never know, do you? Just one cast away from you know, a fishy video. This video will be going up today, by the way, 1st of April. You know, it'll be either a video with a fish in it, or be an April Fool video. I'll probably say I caught a big shark, and then when you look at it, it'll be, they're out in it, it'll be April Fool. In fact, it's a good idea, that, with it being the 1st of April. I'm just going to tighten that rod up because it's a bit slack. It's drifted a while because I cast it about 10 o'clock and it's drifted to about just past 11 o'clock. It's all good, like. I'll be on that cliff shortly anyway. I'm about 7 metres from the cliff now. I'll show you anyway. About 7 metres. Look, There's the cliff. There's the water. So I'll be on the cliff next cast. Definitely. I think I've had one nibble since I've been here. Looked like I had a nibble. On my first cast. I think that's all it was, though, just a nibble. Wasn't out spectacular. If all fishing days were like this, just like slightly overcast, but lovely and cool and, you know, really comfortable, I'd enjoy it a lot. Because this is probably about the most favourable conditions you can get, really. You know, I'm not straining to see my rod tip, it's no breeze hardly. But the temperature is just absolutely spot on. I mean, I'm not a Kilnsea lover fishing, really. I mean, I can't say I've had prolific experiences here. You know, I have had fishing, you don't get me wrong. I've had, you know, sessions where I've had a couple of cod, or I've had a turbot, or a couple of rays and stuff, and dogfish and that. But I've never had out spectacular. You know, it's never been a, you know, top of the range session type of thing. Been interesting, an easy access type of thing, but you know, as quality video session goes, it's not been that productive. Like, you know, I'm not a fan of it. Easington fishes a lot better than this does, as does Spain Road. I mean, this is I don't know why they don't, you know, come down here as much as they do further up. I mean, you can fish barriers up and have loads more bite action than you can down here. I just don't know why. You think with all these little bits of rocks about and that, the fish would be, you know, foraging around them and stuff, but it's not always the case, is it? Well, a couple more minutes and I'll be on that cliff, because it's already reached my stand now. It's hitting my stand, as you can see. 5 metres from the cliff now. So won't be long when I'm on that cliff. So a couple more minutes on camera and then we'll have to go off again while I go reposition everything on the cliff. Also, the good thing about it is that I get more drinks because I'm right next to the van. I've got a kettle on tap right, you know, arm's length. So, I mean, that's the only thing I miss when I come fishing. A proper cup of coffee. I mean, I'm not one of these who like the taste of coffee out of a flask. It's always got some flasky taste on it. And I'm not really into drinking like soft drinks. I don't like Coke or orange or anything, you know, I'm not one of them. You know, if I do drink anything like that, it's always, you know, sugar-free cordial or whatever, and I've made it up with water. I'm not into these fizzy things. I never have been a sort of a Coke lemonade type drinker, you know what I mean? I don't mind drinking fruit juice flat. I'm not, you know, I don't really like it fizzy. Granted, it makes it taste a lot better when it's fizzy and it's really cold, but you know, just not into it. Be nice to hear a lovely bite though. I'd be really chuffed if I got a big pull down. there's been a few cheeky fish caught on here in the last few months, like decent sized ones, so you know, it's whether your luck's in or not, innit? Nice to see a few coming out with Vicky Dock anyway. I mean, you know, river's been bloody dead for the last 3 or 4 months. It's been terrible. I had a great session on it. You know, before Christmas it was fishing bloody fantastic for about a month, and then it just disintegrated. Fishing went from 0 to 0. You know, I was having 20-30 fish a bloody session. Catching cod, haddock, everything, and then it just went, you know, well, it just disappeared. It was like there'd been an extinction event or something, and then never returned. And you know, it's been terrible down the river. Don't know what happened. When all the haddock started coming in, I thought we was going to have a fantastic winter season there, like. But I mean, even like from January onwards, there's only been a couple of cod come out. At our side, anyway, at the macro side, old side, whichever way you want to call it. And I haven't heard of any coming out with macro apart from a few little 3 inches, like. So it's been pretty abysmal, really. I know the odd person's had a few, you know, decent catches, like. But I mean, you know, last season there was bloody posts left, right, and centre with people catching 8 and 9 cod, and you know, you didn't see it this year, did you? Just the odd one now and again. And the whiting hasn't been that good either. There's not been a lot of whiting about. You know, people not whiting, but at least you're catching fish when you come out. I'd rather catch a whiting than nothing. And to be fair, whiting tastes pretty nice, like. So if you're any decent sized ones, like, and make a few goujons out of them, you're laughing, aren't you? Right, fellas, I'm going to take a break. So I'm going to reposition all my gear because it's obviously caught me up now. So I'm going to get my chair and my rod and my stand and all the rest of it on the top of the cliff. I'm going to go get myself a drink, and then I shall be back. Hopefully I might get a fish before I go. You know, we've still got, I'll tell you what time it is now. I've had 4 baits out there so far, and it's 5:13, so there's an hour and 20 minutes to high. It might just turn itself on an hour to go, you know what I mean? And at least I'm well positioned on top of the cliff. You seem to get a bit more distance up there, and also you've got a bit more height, haven't you? But it's all good. I'm looking forward to it, going on that cliff. The best thing I look forward to is when I've finished, I've only got to walk about 12 metres with very minimal gear, and that's all I've got to do to get back to the van. My electric bike what I bought, I've just got a rack for it, and I've just fitted it on the back, and it's big enough to hold a box, so I can put my fishing box on there. I'm going to put a couple of tubes on it so I can put my rods down the back forks, you know, up in the air, so that I don't have to carry it out long ways, and it'll just be, you know, ready for action. It does fold up, but I'm going to make these tubes so they can clip off, because it'll be a lot better if I can just clip them off and then I can fold the bike back up, and the tubes can go in my box and I'm not, you know, when I put them away, like. So it's all good. Right, I'll see you in a bit when I've repositioned everything. Right, we're back. We're on the cliff, as you can see. Put the rod a little bit lower. I might be out of breath a little bit. I've just been to the van, took the cut back and everything, got all this stuff on the cliff, so, you know, it's all good. All we need is a fishy, don't we? Be good if we get a fishy. I've got to go get me a drink. Leave that there. I'll leave you on the rod. I'll go get me a drink. No rest for the wicked, as they say. Man, you, she's good to me. She keeps me in drinks.
You're a pain in the ass.
I'm a pain in the ass?
Yeah.
Wow. Apparently.
Where's your phone?
Why do you want me to? Do you want to use my phone? Are you getting bored?
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't mind you swearing on my video. Did you hear them fellas? Swearing.
Oh,
Did you hear her swearing then? It's disgusting, isn't it?
it's out, Bob.
Filthy language. Utter filth. It's what? 5:30? 5:30 it is. We've been here an hour and a half. We've had one bite. No fish. Am I bothered? Not really, no. Because I'm out. I'm enjoying myself. I'm back in my chair now. And I'm enjoying myself and I'm comfortable. God knows what I'm going to do with this drink if I get a big fish bite though. I'll probably lob it. It goes mental chicken oriental like. I just hope it is hard to pull in as the last one was, because them bloody balls of weed don't have to get hard to pull in. It's like pulling a bloody whale in. Especially on this beach because it's real sandy, you know, that real soft sand, and all your gear sinks into it, doesn't it? It gets buried in it and then it drags all the way through, all from where you dropped it. Probably when it hit the water it probably buried itself anyway because the sand's so soft and it's shallow. But you've always got a chance of a bass or two here because of the shallowness of the water anyway. And with me fishing mussel and razorfish at the moment with squid, I've got a chance. Smaller baits like. I think I've got a bite, fellas. Keep an eye on that. That looked like a bite. Not a huge bite, but it was a bite. I'm trying to just see if it's catching a wave. I can't see it catching a wave this eye though. Way above the waves. Got to watch these Sonic Blacks because these spots, because they're not, you know, when you get a bite on these, you know you've got a bite. I mean, it doesn't show up the tiddliest little bites, but it shows up small bites. Very good. But at least you know that if you've got a bite, you know, you've got more chance of it being a fish than a bloody crab bite or whatever. I mean, I swear by these rods. I think I have got a fish on that. I'm going to keep an eye on it because I've got two hooks out there. I don't want to rush into it. I'm tempted to try black lug and razorfish, but don't think I've ever tried that on its own before without a bit of squid. Spot on conditions though. Be nice to get a fish on camera though, just to say we've had one. Right, I'm going to take a little break there, and if I do bring that rod in for any particular reason, because there's a fish on it or whatever, I'll put the camera back on. But until then, I'm going to take a little break, because I've used half my battery, which means I've got 45 minutes worth of footage, so I'll be back shortly. Right, let's bring this in then, see what's on it. Probably a load of weed. There we go, fellas. I've just knocked that down about 100 metres or so. I've got black lug and mussel. Just made a nice cocktail of it and then threaded it on the hook. So it's well attached to that hook, but there's plenty of hook point showing, so you know, the bit of luck, we'll might get a few nibbles on it. I've put my rod high now because there's a few breakers coming in. There's a bit of swell got up, and as you can see, so I just want to get over that, stop the bounce on my rod. Judging by this up here, a few dark clouds on the way. Ian's on the beach down there, Ian's sea fishing. He's just about to get washed off, so he'll be on the cliff in a minute. I ain't seen no come in other than that first fish when I got here. It's been pretty bloody, pretty quiet. I thought he had a bite on that last lot, but apparently not. At the end of the day, it's been enjoyable. You know, I haven't overexerted myself. I've had plenty of casts. Like, it's my 5th cast. Because I've only been here an hour and 45 minutes or so. I've had 5 casts already. Tried a few different baits. Tried big size baits, little size. I've got medium on again now. Because I'm trying to get a bass if I can. That's why I've got quite a bit of muscle on there. But you never know, a little cheeky cod might swim by. I ain't seen no seals today, for a change. That's not saying there isn't any out there somewhere. But best luck to Russ anyway, one man on his rod who's not doing so many fishing videos, sea fishing videos now. He's, in fact, I don't think he's doing any. I think he's moving on to you know, the canals and the freshwater stuff, which, to be fair, is you know, when you get into my age at least, it's a lot less strenuous on the bloody body when you're climbing up and down cliffs and what have you. It's a lot easier to walk along riverbanks and, you know, just jump out of your car and there's no climbing to do or anything. And obviously you don't have to cast massive weights out and pull bloody big lumps of weed in, and, you know, it's a lot different, like. It's just more, I mean, I always knocked coast fishing. I mean, I always knocked it, or, you know, the freshwater stuff, because I always said, oh, puddle fishers and all that, but actually when I got into it, because I'd never done it since I was a kid. I did it when I was younger, but obviously as I got older I got into sea fishing and, you know, never went back again. But as I got back into it, Shane Codfather got me back into it, like, you know, the odd dabble on the River Hull and that, and you know, I'm glad he did, really, because I quite enjoy it. It's really enjoyable. I've had some of my less stress-free sessions last year, just sat in my little chair and you know, pulling in 20 or 30 bloody roach and rudd, like, and the odd perch here and there. Be nice to get a barbel this year and a couple of bream and some nice chubs and stuff. I mean, I don't care as long as a decent fish, like, you know. I don't mind doing it, you know, going after a few pike as well. Be nice to catch a big double figure pike, wouldn't it? Obviously avoiding the teeth. Probably need wire traces for them anyway, I would suspect. Never tried fishing for them, so I don't know, but I would expect you'd need something like a taupe type rig with a, you know, a metal trace, like. Don't forget to drop your comments in the video, because obviously, you know, I like to see a bit of interaction. I always answer them. It's nice to get people, you know, talking and dropping the odd message in the chat. Makes it all worthwhile. you know, sometimes you'll put a video up and not many people comment, and sometimes you think, what's the point, like, you know what I mean? But you know, it gives you more encouragement to get out there when people, you know, take the time to comment and that, and you know, have a chat about it and stuff. And don't forget to share the videos out, because the more people that watch it, you know, the more YouTube will share it, like. And if you really do like watching them, just don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and then when I put a new one up, it'll give you a ping and let you know that there's a new video up to watch. Because I suspect over the coming months there'll be quite a lot of bloody videos coming up, you know, shorts and long ones and, you know, in between ones, like. So I reckon I've got about 45 minutes to catch a fish. It'd be great to see that rod just give a mighty heave, wouldn't it? Well, I'm going to take a little break, and I don't want to bore you with my gabbing, and I'll be back if we do get any action on that rod. Well, it's just starting to rain. I've got no gear to keep me dry. It's just gone 6. I've been here like 2 hours and a bit. I've had a couple of bites. I've had nothing spectacular. I've had 2 tiny little nibbles, if there was bites, that is. It's just starting to rain, as I say, so I'm going to pull this in shortly and go before I get drenched. Clouds, as you can see above, it's black as hell all the way around, so it's going to really get going in a minute. If rain is forecast, so you know, I'm going to get it in and get home. Well, I'll probably go for a drive around the countryside, like, but you know, I'm in the van, so I'm not bothered. I'll be dry. I've got our last brewing me a coffee while I bring this gear in, but I say once it's in, it's in. It's just starting to rain now, so I'm going to start packing it away. I'm going to start packing it away, and I can get away real quick if it pisses down, which I know it's going to do. Get all this away. Thought I might have had a few nibbles like today, because it hasn't been that bad, has it really? But it's not to be. Been a bit mangy-fied really, to be tell you the truth. I ain't enjoyed it really, in the sense, like, you know, fishing wise, but I mean, it's at least we've been out. That's the main thing. I'm gonna get all my gear away before it erupts. I know it's gonna. At least I'll be ready to go. So I need to be gone by 1:15 anyway, because I'm popping somewhere in the countryside. I don't really want to get there in the dark, really. say I only came out for a video, so, you know, because the conditions were favourable. We've got some big winds getting up over the weekend. There's a storm coming over the weekend, so that ain't going to be good for people, is it? So, anyway, when I bring this in, I'll let you watch me pull it in, and then that'll be more or less be it. I can't remember what I had to do with my rod bag. My reel bag, I'm hoping it's in that bag. Could do with some hard reel cases really, because you know, it saves your reels getting knocked about, doesn't it? I've got them in little cloth cases at the moment, like, you know, I try to look after my reels because you know, they're the most things likely to go, aren't they, if you don't look after them. If I get any more gaps in the weather, I'll probably come out again, you know, in the next week. But it won't be here. Oh, was that a bite? Was that a bite on the last cast? That was definitely a tug. I've got black lug and muscle on there, and it'll be very flimsy bait anyway, so it's probably disintegrated by now. Been out there a good 15-20 minutes. I'm going to have to call it a day, I think, before this rain comes. Okay, I better get it in then and get moving. I thought I had a little tug on this. It was somewhat tiny if it was, like a rockling or something. Reel back to there. lens there. Right, call it a day then fellas, I'm trying to wrap now. So I might be back out in a couple of days or so. Might be back out in a couple of days or so, but you know, at least we've had a video, haven't we? We've been out. You know, Tad's looks like it's going out now anyway. I've enjoyed it, I suppose. You know, it's been weird. But it got me out and I've had a few fishing hours in lake. So until next time from me, Jimmy Cod Bites, from a lovely Kilnsea. You know, on a lovely evening until it starts raining. It's a very good evening from me. Until next time.